music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
The Jesuit Hour.
Wait, what? No! Let's try that again. Join the fun bunch of the Hugot Hour with Father J-Boy as we talk about anything and everything under the sun. Share your everyday Hugot moments and everyday Hugot quotes. G, tara na! Usap tayo. Bring your own baon. Bring your own Hugot. The Hugot Hour with Father J-Boy and friends gathers every Monday at 6:30 to 8 in the evening. Only here on Radio-Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede. Mga isyung napapanahon, ating pag-usapan.
Baka naman pwede.
Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa Baka Naman Pwede. Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM.
Jescom Music Ministry. Music that uplifts the soul. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Follow at Radio Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Pagbati po mga Katipuneros. This is Cardinal Chito Tagle. Join me every week on the Word Exposed on Air, here on the Voice of the Blue Eagle, Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM, the Ateneo Campus Radio.
The Voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan.
Tara na't simulan ng inyong umaga sa mga magagandang refleksyon tungkol sa ating buhay at pananampalataya. Kasama sina Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, Father J-Boy Gonzales at Father Nono Alfonso ng Kapisanan ni Jesus, Father Cali Llamado ng Manila Cathedral at Binibining Risa Singson Kaupeng ng Light of Jesus Community dito sa Kapit Pandasal sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod. Todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Ipagka Blue Eagle, galing, hiting at tigil.
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
My Jesus, my Jesus, my Jesus. I believe that you are present in the most holy sacrament. I love all things, and I desire to receive you into my soul, into my soul, since I cannot at this moment receive you sacramentally. Come at least spiritually into my heart. I embrace you, as if you're already there, and unite myself wholly to you. Permit me to be separated from you. Never permit me to be separated from you.
You have just heard a song from the Jesuit Music Ministry. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Okay, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to JMM Radio, the radio program of the Jesuit Music Ministry. Ako po si Lester Mendiola mula sa JMM. At sumasahing papawid po kami sa mga Facebook pages ng Ateneo de Manila University, Radyo Katipunan, Jescom, Jesuit Music Ministry. Saan pa ba tayo? Nasa Twitter din po kami sa Radyo Katipunan, sa YouTube.
Artist pages.
Nasa artist pages din po. At if you are within the 3-kilometer radius of the Ateneo de Manila University. You can listen to us via 87.9 FM and also on the website of Jesuit Communications. That's www.jescom.ph. Ayan. Okay. Wala po si Justin ngayong gabi because he is stuck in traffic. And we actually went on break for a week, I think, and I was absent last time. So, nagantihan yata ako ni Justin. Hindi naman siguro, no? Anyway.
I think, sir. I think.
Maybe. Maybe.
Anyway, but of course, I will not be alone tonight because our producers will be co-hosting the show with me. Ayan. So, ang ating mga kapatid na si Judith Esquivias mula sa... Hi, Judith.
Hi.
From Quezon City.
Quezon City.
Quezon City talaga. Excellent mo, friend.
Ang tipid mo, ang tipid naman ng
hi,
pagbati.
sige. Habaan ba natin? Ganito yan. Pagka mahaba, hi everybody, good evening. Di ba? High energy din, di ba? Kailangan ganun.
Gusto ko yan.
Ayan. And also we have from wala ka sa hospital kayo, Adam, no?
Wala po, tumakbo po ako pa uwi, sir.
Ayan. Also joining us is one of our producers as well, si Adam Domingo.
Hi everyone, this is Adam Domingo from Cagayan de Oro. Welcome po sa JMM Radio. It's good to be here. Talagang tumakbo ko para makasama ko dito sa natin episode tonight. Yeah.
Thank you for
yes.
Thank you for joining me tonight.
Of course, sir, of course.
Okay, kamusta naman kayo? Kamusta ang ano na ba tayo? Mid-month na tayo ng June, no? Kamusta naman ang June ninyo so far?
I can't believe it. Ang bilis nga, sir, actually. June 15 na agad, parang half na agad nung buwan. Parang kaka-June 1 pa lang. Parang naalala ko pa yung June 1.
I know.
Grabe. Maya-maya may Yosemite na tayo yung mga Christmas songs. Ganyan.
Oh my God.
Ano lang mga isang quarter pa, di ba? Grabe.
Si Judith, kumusta ang Hunyo para sa'yo?
Okay naman. Parang feeling ko nandito pa lang yung yung Hunyo sa akin. Hindi ko pa siya nalulunok, pero nakakalahati na, di ba? Ang bilis.
Oo nga, parang ang weird, no? Ano na pala? Mid-year na. Di ba? Parang ang bilis ng panahon. And ang daming nangyayari ngayon. Ang taas ng gasolina. Ano pa ba? Ang hirap mag-commute.
Super.
Naranasan niyo ba? Oo.
Grabe.
Ayan,
Di ba
Judith,
pares tayo ng route,
pauwi,
di
no?
ba? Oo. Alam mo yung
oo.
feel ko yung traffic ng Katipunan. Nangyari sa atin.
Traffic pa rin ba dyan? Oo. Hindi yan nagbago dyan?
Sa Oro, hindi pa rin nagbabago. Sa Cagayan de Oro, kumusta? Oo.
Wala. Ang traffic naman po dito usually nangyayari kapag maulan.
Okay.
Pero mangyayari na yan kasi June pa-start na ng mga bagyo season, di ba? So ayun, pero normally wala naman pong traffic dito, not as much as Manila. Pero yung gas prices kapareho lang. Ang taas. Sabi ko, ayoko na nga magpagas.
Oo, pare-pareho tayong may bike ako pero natatakot akong mag-bike sa highway eh, 'di ba? Parang anyway, hopefully no, sana yung pamahalaan natin ay makinig sa mga hinaing ng mga commuters at saka ng tayong lahat ay consumer ng petrolyo. Tapos kasi kapag tumaas yung gas, tataas lahat ng commodities eh, 'di ba? So sana makaisip ng paraan na hindi lang band-aid solution to address it. Ayan. Ako, hindi ako tinatanong kumusta ako.
Oo nga, sir. Ay, kamusta ang Hunyo mo?
Hindi. Birthday ko nung isang araw.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, sir! Monday.
So, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who greeted me, who took the time to say hi and greet. Ang dami po eh. Ang dami, no?
Ang dami.
Hindi
Popular.
Cards.
Ang hirap
Nakakano
sumagot,
marami
pero
art cards.
ang hirap sumagot, pero please know that I remembered you on that day. Ayun. Tapos nakakatuwa kasi my birthday is feast day ni Saint Anthony of Padua. Ayun. Kaya
Nice.
di ba si Saint Anthony patron of yung kapag may nawawalang mga
Yung mga
bagay.
nawawalang bagay.
Oo. Paano kapag sarili mo yung nawawala?
Hanapin mo sarili mo, sir.
Oo. Anyway, yun po. Salamat po sa inyo. We opened the show kanina, Judith and Adam, with a very beautiful song. Our newest single, which is the Prayer for Spiritual Communion, or also known as the Act of Spiritual Communion. Ayan. Di ba nauso yung mga kasi pandemic, nauso yung mga online masses.
No.
And we've been praying the Act of Spiritual Communion many times kapag tayo ay nag-attend ng online masses. We wanted to provide a material for everyone that they can use for their online masses. Hence, yon. We collaborated with our guests tonight.
Yeah.
At magkikwento sa atin tungkol dun sa kanilang choir and tungkol anything that you want to ask about our guests this evening. Ayan. So yun po ay yung Prayer for Spiritual Communion is available on all digital music platforms. Nasa YouTube, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Deezer. Nasa TikTok din po siya. So you can listen to the song on all those platforms. And the lyric video will, kanina napanood natin, but we will release it in our YouTube channel, so jescom Music on Friday, and on Saturday sa jescom and JMM Facebook page. Ayan. Kasi 'di ba, Corpus Christi sa Sunday. So napapanahon. Oo. Ayun. Anyway, oo, parang parang very heavenly. Oo, very heavenly. And
iba yung effect na bata yung kumante. Parang very innocent ng dating.
Nung bata tayo, ganun din tayo kumanta no? Anyway.
Nung bata tayo. Okay. Huwag natin pag-usapan yung edad.
May age reveal na naman. Bakit yan? Alam naman
anyway,
natin lahat, ako yung bunso dito. Kaya, pagka ganyan. Joke lang.
Ay, hindi ba ako yung bunso? Joke lang.
Nako, tigilan niyo ako.
Maraming bunso.
Okay, anyway, bago pa tayo mapunta sa kung saan, at baka mas lalong ma-reveal ang ating mga age, ipakilala na natin ang ating mga guests. Maybe Adam and Judith would like to do the honor.
Yes po. So yung guests po natin ngayon, yung tinatawag nating the Young Voices of the Philippines, isa po sila sa mga scholar choirs ng Treble Choir Association of the Philippines. At members po nito ay selected from various choirs under the program of Dr. Maria Theresa Vizconde-Roldan and Prof. Jude B. Roldan. And Jude.
Yeah.
And our guest for today, syempre, adun yung si Professor Jude Roldan and si Dr. Maria Theresa, or she's called Tikya, no? Ma'am Tikya. And few members of their choir, si Martina Emilia Garcia, si Maria Sofia V. Roldan, and si Micah Herrera. Yan. Hello, everybody!
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening po. Magandang gabi
po.
Paki-unmute na lang po yun.
Baka gusto mag-hi ng mga bagets natin.
Oo
hi, guys.
Naka-mute yata sila.
Mag-unmute lang kayo, say hi.
Good evening po. Thank you for having us.
Si Martina, hi. At
Hi,
si
Martina.
Micah.
Hello po.
Ang galing. Hello.
Kung ako pala kanina tipid yung high ko. Sila mas tipid. Joke lang.
Oo nga. Talo ka, Judy. Talo ka.
Talo ako doon, friend. Grabe. Pinagpawisan ako doon. Sobra, promise. Yan.
Judith, i-welcome natin sila. It's their first time here sa JMM Radio. So, si Kuya Jude at si Ate Tikya, mag-nickname na lang tayo. No? Tapos, si Martina and si Sophia. Okay.
And si Micah.
Si Micah, alright. Okay, so, tanong natin muna si Kuya Jude at saka si Ate Tikya about the young voices of the Philippines. Ayan. I've seen a couple of videos and then marami silang virtual choir projects pero let's get to know sino ba yung young voices of the Philippines.
Okay, so first of all, good evening po. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, sa ating viewers and listeners. Thank you so much, Kuya Les, for having us, Miss Judith, and Sir Adam. So good evening po sa inyo. Ang Young Voices of the Philippines po ay isang scholar choir ng Treble Choir Association of the Philippines. Ang nabanggit nga po ni Sir Adam, na one of the scholar choirs po performing under the Treble Choir Association of the Philippines, notably featuring young Filipino choristers from a variety of social backgrounds po, correct? And serving as both a church community choir because we sing po every Sunday. Pre-pandemic, we sing for our Sunday masses.
Sa Immaculate Conception Cathedral of Cubao. No?
Yes. Tapos nung nagkaroon po ng pandemic, so naging kami na lang dalawa, Mr. and Mrs. at singing for the mass. And then, nung medyo lumuwag-luwag na po, sinama na po namin yung dalawa naming anak. So naging Roldan Choir. And finally, naging nung Easter Vigil po, sama-sama na po kaming kumanta nung na yun. Kaya, church choir din po ang Young Voices of the Philippines.
Ngayon, sige po.
Go po. Sorry po na-startle lang po ako kasi nung nagsalita po si Ma'am Tikya, bigla ko po siyang naalala. Kasi naturuan niyo po ako sa choir before, Ma'am. Under po ako nung sa choir po ni na Jonah Agustin. Kami po yung inano niya.
Oh.
Small world! Sabi ko, OMG!
Small world!
Hello po.
Yes.
Sobrang galing po ni Ma'am magturo, as in. Wala lang, nagulat lang. Gusto ko lang pong isingit.
Salamat. Oo. Alam mo, kaya nga kanina when I was looking at you, sabi ko parang you look familiar. Yun pala yun. See?
Ayun pala. Napaganon ako.
Ayun. Salamat, nandito ka. At salamat, naalala mo ako.
Ayo, sa pagsalita niyo po, sabi ko, kilala ko to. Oh my gosh.
Reunion po.
Opo.
Ayan po, nakakatuwa po yung Young Voices of the Philippines. Kasi parang bibihira yung mga children's choir. I actually started sa paglilingkod sa simbahan bilang miyembro ng children's choir. Nabanggit ni Ate Tikya at saka ni Kuya Jude yung treble. So sa mga hindi korista, siguro hindi sila familiar. When we say treble, ano po ba yung ibig sabihin natin ng treble?
Okay, treble literally means high, no? So for high voice, high voices. So kahit sinong tao na kumbaga mataas pa yung boses. For example, sa mga lalaki, 'di ba, nagpapalit po tayo ng ng boses, bumababa habang tumatanda. So na yon, male voice na siya, hindi na siya considered as treble voice pag nagkataon. So pag treble voice, minsan may mga tiple, mga voice soprano, yan, ganyan. So yung association namin, choirs who about ang pagtuturo at pagpapalaganap, it's our advocacy to promote kasi ito yung mga youth yung mga usually nasa treble choirs ang mga youth choirs. Ayun.
Children's choir, yes.
Ayan. O, Judith, nag-join ka ba ng treble choir noon?
And travel crazy.
Trouble
Trouble
choir.
choir.
Trouble. Sabi ko na Judith.
Choir dito, choir doon. Yung mga ganun. Alam mo naman.
Sige, dahil dyan, ikaw yung magtatanong ng susunod na tanong. Go, Judith.
Yan. One question po. When did the Young Voices of the Philippines start? Anong taon po siya nag-start po?
Okay, we usually look at the first performance as our formal kumbaga parang inauguration, no, the first public performance. So the first public performance of the choir was January of 2020, no, so bagong-bago pa lang, no, but yung pag-conceptualize ng ganitong grupo matagal na naming pinaplano, no, because we've been working with other children's choirs around the Philippines and also abroad. So nakakuha kami ng idea on how to advance, no, our advocacy to develop the children's choral movement in the Philippines. So by means of the YVP, magagawa namin yon. Because yung YVP, initially it started as children selected from our different choirs. No, we have plenty of children's choirs under our choral program. So pumipili kami doon, then pinagsasama namin as isang Young Voices of the Philippines. Yun, that's the idea. So basically, yung combination no, from different social communities ang choirs namin. Yun.
Kaya kanina nabanggit ko na galing sa community choir, sa school-based choir, at saka sa church choir, yung aming Young Voices of the Philippines.
So handpick niyo po sila, sir, and like handpick niyo po, or meron po kayong audition process, or ano po yung process ng pasok ng members or like new members na incoming?
Okay, wala naman kaming audition. Pinapakanta, hindi nga namin pinapakanta, pinapaano lang namin sila, pinapa-attend lang ng rehearsal, no?
Experience.
Pinapa-experience muna namin, tapos tatanungin lang namin kung okay sa kanila. So, habang tumatagal sila dyan sa group, may natutunan sila, no? So, they will learn musicianship, simply reading notes, yung mga ganyan, pag yung tamang pagkanta, yung healthy way of singing, yan. So mga vocal techniques, ituturo yan ng conductor namin. Ayun. So ganun lang, madali lang sumali sa YVP. Ayun.
Walang audition.
Walang audition. Ano po age bracket niyo? Mayroon po bang bawal na yung gantong edad, or bawal yung, ayun po, meron po bang limit, upper limit yung edad natin?
Definitely bawal na tayo.
Bawal na tayo, sir.
Ouch!
Gusto ko
tayo. Pangarap pa naman kami ni Kuya Adam.
Pangarap sana
Oo, para masabi namin, kasama kami children's choir, di ba?
Hindi kami nag-audition kasi we believe na yung mga bata naman matuturuan, no? At matututo pag meron ng kasi very important to understand the culture of a choir, no? So hindi kailangan na magaling na kaagad, no? Bumibirit or something like that. Hindi, kasi we have our own vocal technique. We have our own vocal sound, no? Timbre na hinahanap sa mga singers namin. So we want it na sa aming magsimula din madalas. So minsan may experience kami na talagang mahirap kumuha ng tono yung mga bata, pero habang tumatagal natututo, kasi naniniwala din kami na yung choral program namin, it's been there. We've been teaching children's choir for the past 22 years. So meron na kaming choral program na talagang matututo at mabilis matuto na rin yung mga bata.
So wag niyo nang bilangin yung edad natin.
Nag-start siya magturo. Nag-start siya magturo 4 years old.
Wow!
And then
Pero grabe yung 22 years, no? That's a different
Oo.
kind of commitment and devotion to your ministry. Siguro, Adam, tanungin naman natin yung mga kids na kasama natin ngayon. How long have they been part of the Young Voices of the Philippines? And then, why did they join the choir? Yeah. So, maybe we can, mauna muna si Martina.
Hello, good evening. And
Hello.
I've been in the choir for 2 years since it started. And I joined originally because I've always wanted to join a choir. I've always loved singing, but I didn't know where to start. And luckily, it was a miracle that I found YVP because of my friend. And actually, the rehearsal place is just somewhere along the corner. So it's very close. We can walk. So that's why I joined. Yeah.
Wow.
How about si Sofia? Kung baka may, the same question, copy-paste, di ba?
Hi po. I joined the choir ever since it started po, and I joined because I want to inspire others and give hope through our music as we lead the mass goers in our masses and as we sing for national and international events po.
Wow. Diba? It's a different experience, no? To perform as well as to serve at a very young age. Si Mika, is Mika going to answer?
I also joined the choir
Yan. Okay.
when it started. So I joined for the new opportunities and also just, to inspire people. And it was just a good opportunity to join. Yeah.
And so, parang iba-iba yung experience nila in terms of joining, but the inspiration is there. Siguro yung follow-up question ko is, how did YVP adapt to the pandemic? So, 'di ba parang ang hirap to create music during the pandemic kasi we cannot congregate naman. And I know there were different projects. Si Ate Tiki at saka si Kuya Jude, maraming projects during the pandemic. Maybe you can share with us, paano po kayo nag-transition at nag-adjust sa pandemic?
Okay, sige.
I think I remember nung in-announce na bawal nang mag face to face, wala nang classes. Parang 2 days after, nag-start na kami mag-rehearse via Zoom eh. Kasi kami naman, we have students kasi from other countries no na tinuturuan na namin sa platform, no, sa online platform, mga nag-aral sa amin ng conducting and composition. So it was easy for us na to navigate into this platform with the children. Kaya yung mga bata hindi talaga tumigil ng rehearsal, no? March pa lang ng 2020 nagsimula na kaming mag-rehearse through Zoom. Tapos may dinesign lang siya ng mga tawag dito platform, exercises, lessons na that would work. Yun. I-share mo yung may ginawa siya kasi, no?
Talaga ako.
Oo. Ikaw na.
Okay, actually, because YVP upholds our mission by continuing to perform, kailangan tuloy-tuloy kami to give hope, inspiration, to serve the church and our nation through our music performances, despite the limitations brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. So sabi nga ni Jude kanina, we never stop, no? Our rehearsal, tuloy-tuloy kami. Kasi nga, nandun kami sa lagi naming mission. Mission ay para magbigay ng inspirasyon, no? Kaya tuloy-tuloy, kaya syempre kailangan then we have to think of the children as well during the pandemic. So, like for example, we think of the mind, the body, and the heart or the spirit of these children. That's why we have this prayer and choral retreat where we invited priests, musicians to give inspiration and hope, encouragement to our children's choir members para tuloy-tuloy sila. Doon siguro naging matatag yung mga bata kaya nagstay sila. Kaya until now, online kami, tuloy-tuloy ang practice namin and regular talaga. No? And nagkaroon pa kami ng mga members, hindi pa namin nakikita.
Face-to-face. Na-meet lang namin
Na-meet lang siya nung Easter Vigil.
Easter Vigil lang namin.
Sabi ko pa sa kanila, I'm 5'6". No? 5'6" ako. Kaya nung makita nila ako,
hinanap nila. Saan dito si Ate Kya?
Hindi nila ako makita. Kasi sabi ko 5'6" ako. So, then we organized online choral festival. So, festivals and make virtual choir videos. Siguro less than 50 na kami sa virtual choir videos. Ang
madami talaga. Kasi the virtual choir is our form of assessing their development. Kasi sa virtual choir, they will send us individual audios. Tapos i-check namin, i-assess namin. At the same time, yung videos para ma-practice pa rin yung performances sa harap ng tao. This time, camera na lang yung kaharap nila, no? Isa din sa mga very inspirational na nangyari sa ginawa namin, may ginawa kami, kagagawa lang ni Father Mike Joncas nung kaniyang song for the pandemic, yung Shelter Me. After a few days, nilagay lang namin sa YouTube and nagulat kami. Kasi ginawa niya yung version namin as pang-promotion dun sa bago niyang song. So, pag nag-guesting siya sa US, yun yung gamit-gamit niya. No?
Siguro naka 1,000 plus views,
no? 100,000.
100,000
Yun.
views.
Kaya nainganyo din siguro yung mga bata doon na through our music, mas marami kaming ma-reach at ma-inspire. No? So, yun.
At lumawak siya actually. Nagkaroon kami ng Young Voices of the World. No? So we gathered, nagkaroon ng festival, Sing as One ang tawag. So every year na yan, this is our 3rd year. No? Sing as One every July. And for our Christmas presentation, Lux Pei, Light of Hope, Light of Faith. So every year na siya. And Young Voices of the World, we gathered different choirs around the globe to join us, and also the Young Voices of the Philippines Festival Choir, where we invited children's choirs from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Yun ang mga kaganapan habang may pandemic.
Amazing! Wow!
Nararamdaman.
Nakakatuwa that yung mga chorista, especially yung mga bata, they're able to participate in these virtual events. I think it's very important as well na maging patuloy yung kanilang pagsasanay. No? I'm curious, let's ask the kids again. What's their experience when it comes to when this pandemic started? It's probably I'm not sure if it's their first time to participate in virtual choir. Pero I'm curious, how did they, what are their challenges or what are the things that they learned in terms of recording their own audio and video? Maybe we can start. Anyone would like to share? Ayan, si Sofia muna. Parang gustong magsalita ni Sofia.
Because of the pandemic po, we learned how to also edit our audios before we send it, and we also learned how to edit videos din po during the pandemic.
So you do your own
Wow.
audio editing and video editing before you send it to Sir Jude and Ma'am Tikia?
We record it po, and pag kunyari may malipos part na to, we will record it again and then we will send it.
Wow.
Actually, si
Galing.
Sophia, video editor ng Young Voices of
Ah.
Tatanong ko sana eh.
Wow!
So siya pala yung
Grabe,
video
ang galing naman ni
edit.
Sophia.
Galing.
Ang hirap kaya nun, yung magtatagpi-tagpi ka ng videos na.
Oo, pati ilang frames kaya yun pag sinama sa sila, di ba?
Tapos dapat parang minsan isa-isang mukha muna, ganyan.
Oo. Pati yung yung framing and nasabay-sabay sila yung buka ng bibig nila.
How about Martina? Let's ask Martina.
I think the most important thing I learned when video recording was getting the right lighting and making yourself look aesthetically pleasing. Because it's hard to find the proper lighting when you're at home, especially if you have a dark house. So sometimes you have to use your device's screen as your light source. Yes.
So you learned how to make use of things around the house. And I'm pretty sure you've also experienced being challenged with recording at home kasi maingay, ganyan. You have to
dogs.
Diba? I
Dogs
participated in virtual choirs. It's not easy, diba?
No.
Mahirap siya. How about Mika?
I think to record the videos, we need a lot of patience because sometimes things can go wrong during recording, like background noises, and you have to restart. So you need a lot of patience.
Yes, you need a lot of patience. All patience din para sa sarili, no? Kasi parang sometimes if you're a perfectionist, you'll do it over and over again, no? Diba?
Yeah.
Actually, Kuya Les, kami nga, kasi it's a form of assessment for us. So, initially, nagbigay naman kami ng workshop. We invited professional sound engineers, tapos editors para turuan sila ng simple lang. Pero yung pagdating sa audio, yun kasi yung test namin kung yung intonation maayos, yung vocal quality maayos. So, yung precision ng rhythms, ng pitches. So, ang nangyayari doon, I don't know, parang si Martina yata yun yung nagkwento sa atin. How many times siyang nag-record?
55 po.
55! Wow!
Diba? Ayun, sabi ko, binilang mo pa talaga, 55 times. Kasi pagdating sa audio, hindi kami nag-i-edit masyado. So, kasi dahil mga bata nga ito, hindi nila ma-edit din. Yung pinaka-editing na namin sa virtual choir namin, siguro yung pagsasabay-sabay. Pero yung individual voices, wala nang editing masyado yan. Not unless kung may tahol nung aso, ulit yon, binabalik sa kanila. Ayun.
yung magandang lyrics pero may tahol sa likod.
Yes. Minsan may matatanggap kaming text, Kuya Jude, magre-record na lang kami bukas. Kunyari, deadline na nung kanilang audio submission. Bukas na lang kasi buong araw na nagkakaraoke yung kapitbahay namin. Kami makapag-record. Sabi ko, yung kapitbahay na lang kaya pakantahin mo dyan sa recording mo. Aray ko, may mga ganun kaming mga experience from the kids, no? But this pandemic kasi, we wanted them also to learn, no? Not just recording, no? Kaya yung sa mga namin, pag weekends namin, we invited professional musicians, no? Especially nung 2020 as guest speakers, no? Kunyari composers, sound engineers, recordists, classical recordists, tapos we invited sila Father Manuling
Manuel
Francisco,
Father J-Boy
ah,
Gonzalez,
yan, si National Artist for Music, si Ryan
National,
Kebiab, yan, no?
Mr. C,
Mr. C, tapos even si Father
Joncas,
Mike Joncas, two series kasi yun na we call it choral retreat, no? Uh, to help them mentally, emotionally, spiritually at the same time.
May physically kami.
May physical pa, may
Oo,
pasumba
may
din
pa-zumba
kami.
pa kami.
Para matuto pa rin silang sumayaw. Para anytime mag-perform kami, pag mag face-to-face na, ready kami. So, yung education nila talagang tuloy-tuloy. So, yun, nakatulong yan sa kanilang siguro musically, musicianship, natulungan sila with this we call it series, choral retreat series, choral education, yun ang ginawa namin nung pandemic. Kaya nga naman maswerte kami nung Easter, nag-vocalize pa lang kami, unang labas ng boses nila. Nagulat kami kasi it's the same. Walang pagbabago. So tuwang-tuwa kami and we were ready. That's why the past weeks then nakapag-perform na kami, no? Live
concert
sa national event ng isang group of doctors, tapos Italian National Day. We're invited to sing the Italian national anthem with all the dignitaries, no? So nakapag-perform na kami ng live because of yung commitment nila, hard work nila, no? Tuloy-tuloy kasi kami nung pandemic. Twice a week, we meet twice a week. Yun. Online through Zoom. Yun.
Amazing. Kuya Jude, siguro follow-up question ko lang. Parang kasi yung materials na ginagamit ninyo, I'm pretty sure parang yung mga piyesa, parang walang masyadong treble na material na for treble choirs. So what do you do? I know you're an arranger as well. But do you arrange all the songs performed by YVP?
Oo, doon talaga nagsimula yung aking you may call it career for arranging and composing, no?
Okay. Pwedeng mag-segue muna ako. Kasi kapag halimbawa may problem ako, kasi about the vocal technique, breathing, hindi makapag-sustain. Sabi ko, mag-compose ka naman ng song para ma-develop ang breathing mechanism ng mga bata. So, magko-compose siya. Kaya nga, nakakatuwa kasi libre. Sabi ko, sige, please, compose ka naman kasi, for example, precision of rhythm, kailangan kong matuto yung mga bata. So, he will write music for that need ng mga bata. So, please continue. Sorry.
So, I started writing choral works, especially for children, to develop something, no? Kumbaga, pedagogical yung compositions, yung arrangement. So, gaya nga nung sinabi niya, to develop beautiful phrasing, so gagawa ka ng mga melodically balanced phrases, no? Para ma-develop yung ability to phrase ng singing ng mga bata, no? Kunyari, staggered breathing. So meron lahat ng yun yung start nung paggawa ko ng music. So yes, ako ang nag-arrange ng mga at nagko-compose ng mga piyesa ng mga bata.
So he's the resident composer and arranger of the young voices of the Philippines.
Ayun.
We are so blessed, diba?
Yes. So, isisingit ko lang, no, si Sir Jude has arranged some of our Jesuit songs in treble. So, and some of it we've made available sa website ng Jesuit Communications for a minimal fee. So, you can go to our website, go to the music tab, and then you'll find the score sheets that you can download online. Tapos yung narinig ninyo kanina is a composition of Kuya Jude and arranged by Kuya Jude as well. Yeah.
We are very thankful sa Jesuit Music Ministry. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Kay Father Nonon Alfonso of the Society of Jesus, Kuya Les, maraming salamat. Kasi ito naman yung
meron ng meron available na works
Mm.
for treble voices, no? Kasi bihira yung areglo para sa mga children's choirs, no? Kaya at least ngayon available na siya. Nagsimula lang iyan kasi dahil kunwari Sunday Mass, tapos may mga Jesuit music na kailangan naming kantahin. So I have to arrange it for the children para mas kumbaga swak sa boses nila at sa kakayanan nila. Yun.
Yes. Kaya maraming salamat po.
Salamat.
Welcome po. Ayan, si Judith mukhang gustong magtanong. Go, Judith.
I want to ask the kids. So how was your process? Like for example, you receive your musical sheets from Kuya Jude and Ate Tikia. So what's your process in terms of studying the music sheets for the kids who are curious na nanonood or their mommies and daddies who wants to know about the process para maturuan nila yung mga kiddos din nila. So baka mukhang si Micah wants to share something.
So usually they send the piece and then we can practice it beforehand, but we practice it together in a Zoom, and that's where we all learn our different parts and learn, everything. And then after, it's like we practice by ourselves, and yeah, that's it. We just practice by ourselves, and it's up to us, like whether how in depth we practice it, because sometimes we can be busy and we have other things to do, but it's up to us, like how much we want to practice it. But yeah.
Thank you, Micah. So may gusto i-add si Sofia or si Martina about your process as well. Like, what's your, what do you call this one? How do you process the things pagka ikaw na yung mag-isa? Without the Zoom meeting for everybody. Like, ikaw na lang.
I think what's really important is our practice guides, because they send us midis so that we can play them and listen to the songs. And the more we listen to the songs, the more we learn them. The better we get to know them. So after listening to the midis a few times, we can already sing along with the piece, and that's a huge help. Yeah.
Galing. It takes discipline talaga when you wanted to learn the song. Ang galing ng what do you call this one? Ang galing ng discipline ng mga kids. So, how about Sophia? Do you want to share something?
Same with what Martina said po. Our teachers will send us our midis and our recording guides, and then we would listen to it po. And then the more we listen to it, then we will be familiar with the songs, and then we will study it, and then maybe after a week we will be ready to record our audios and our videos for the virtual performance.
Let me add something. Because in our training, it's part that we develop their musicianship skill. So we give them the music piece, not the lyrics, but the music score. So they know how to read notes. Importante kasi yun eh. Kaya sa training namin, we have theory, how to read.
Music theory, ear training. We have a sort of solfeggio, no? Yung kinakanta yung mga notes. So we have that. Ayun.
Kaya ang binibigay talaga namin sa kanila is the music score.
Para yung precision. And yung sinasabi nilang MIDI guide, practice guide yun. That's already for practice, no? Kumbaga
For the
tapos na
recording?
yung practice for the recording. Kasi yun yung guide nila para pag nag-record sila, sabay-sabay. Ayun. Pero yung process talaga, kasama siya sa rehearsal, yung tinatawag namin na music literacy, no, reading of notes, and we have a book kasi for we have a book to develop what we call part singing, no, part singing skills. That's groundwork for part singing, para yan sa mga choirs kasi magaling tayo kumanta mag-isa, pero pag may kasabay na minsan syempre nalilito ka na, your ability to sing independently, no, medyo naapektuhan pag may kasama ka. So we decided to write a book about it, exercises. Tapos nung Zoom na rin, gumawa na rin siya ng parang interactive.
Video.
Ang gagawin lang ng mga bata is to go to that website nung ginawa namin, or channel yata yung ginawa mo, no? Gumawa kami ng channel where they can practice their parts, no? While the other parts are being played, no, by the video.
So it's available on YouTube.
Nasa YouTube na rin yan.
Anyone can use it.
Ginagamit namin yan para sa kanila. Ayun.
Nice. So actually po, nung nakakatawang pakinggan na kahit merong limit ng pandemic, yung skills na maituro sa mga bata ay nagawa pa rin po natin. Kasi yun po yung tanong ko kanina sana. Kasi iba yung pag kumakanta ka mag-isa eh. Pero pag may kasama ka na sa choir, lalo pa pag Zoom, minsan pag yung internet medyo magkakahiwalay, hindi kayo magkakasabay-sabay talaga. So, at nakakatuwa po yung meron kayong material na pwedeng sabayan na hindi sila mag-isa lang na kumakanta. And I think well-established na po na yung technical side ng pagiging choir is napakagaling niyo pong lahat. So, I think curious lang din po kami kasi isa po sa mga nabanggit yung mission nyo kanina is makapag-inspire through music. Pero I think, di ba po, parang before we can inspire others, dapat tayo muna ma-inspire. So yung question lang po namin is, in your own personal life po, like in your own personal faith, paano po na influensyahan ng involvement nyo sa Young Voice of the Philippines, yung inyong personal life, personal prayer life in particular, and your faith po? Siguro start po tayo sa kids. Sa kay Martina siguro or kay Sofia. Kasi, ayun po. Si Martina na lang.
Sige po. Well, I think it's really the discipline that we learn, because I noticed when I joined the choir, I was kind of shocked with how disciplined everyone was, and it was a really big influence on my daily life. Like I can actually push myself to do things that I don't want to do because of the discipline that we learn. So, and it gives me kind of soldier vibes, which I like. Yes.
No. O ibang discipline sa choir, hindi ka pwedeng petics lang eh. Kasi you're working with some other people, di ba? So talaga yung discipline talagang madidrill ka dun eh. Ayan, si ano naman tayo? Si Sofia.
To add for discipline, we have commitment. Instead of just watching TV and doing some stuff, we will just practice so that we can enhance our skills in the choir.
Oo. Yeah, thank you, Sofia. Instead of watching TV, no? Actually, marami bata kayo may inspire dyan. Hindi lang TV, pati YouTube actually. Si ano naman tayo? Si Mika. How has this experience influenced you in your personal life, in your faith?
So like what Martina and Sophia said, discipline and commitment and practice, they've all influenced my life. You know, like what Martina said, I am joining the choir made me a more productive person, and it gave me more things to do, because I would usually just be like laying around, but choir has given me like stuff to do, like practice and like be ready for like things to come in the future.
Thank you, thank you. Kayo po, Ma'am Tikia and Sir Jude, paano po, na-inspire po ba kayo ng mga bata in what you do as the choir masters po?
Actually ako, sobrang grateful, no? Grateful sa mga bata. First, I want them to learn how to serve at their very young age. Yun talaga yung service. Kasi that's siguro our mission, ano? Our mission, to lead them. Kaya nga, ang lagi kong gusto ay ang Matthew chapter 19, verse 14. Hanapin nyo na lang yun. 19. Matthew chapter 19, verse 14. Napakaganda. Kaya, yun siguro yung tawag, no? My mission. Kaya, yun, ginagabayan lagi para magabayan din ang mga bata sa mission na gusto niya.
We take our inspiration also from our singers, no? Kasi ano sila makikita mo yung kanilang dedication. Bihira, no? Bihira yan na very busy sa schoolwork nila, no? Yung iba pa dyan, napaka nung school, tawag dito, mga nasa Philippine Science High School, mga honor students from different schools, no? Yung very competitive na mga schools, no? We also have members from Ateneo, no?
Yes.
Meron din kami. So, very competitive yung mga schools, pero makikita mo na yung dedication nila. Nagsasubmit sila ngayong online, no? Platform, nagsasubmit sila ng mga audios. Ang madami. As in, madami. Siguro hindi lang 50, no? Recently, we're featuring a work by an American composer. So, more than 10 kagad yun na inaaral nila. But because of their dedication, commitment, and discipline, and of course, it's the support din, no? Magpapasalamat kami.
Yes.
Support of their parents. Kasi without the support of the parents, hindi naman makakarating sa rehearsal yung mga bata. Without the support of the parents, hindi sila mabibigyan ng magandang internet connection.
Yes.
No? Hindi maganda yung wifi nila, no? Before the pandemic, ang Young Voices of the Philippines, nasa kami, we're like 60 na mga bata, 60 children. But because of the pandemic, siguro mga a third or one-fourth ng choir members nag-stop. Siguro we forgot to share it with the group, no, na we also have members from the informal settlers community, no? And siguro during the pandemic, nahihirapan, no, for the connections, for the devices. We tried to help them, but some of them nag-relocate na. Marami ring naapektuhan talaga with the pandemic. So, yun yung mga challenges and sad reality of this situation, no? So, pero patuloy pa rin kami kasi gusto naming mag-inspire pa ng mas maraming bata, no, at makakasali sa group, no, kasi maganda siyang panimula, no, kahit saan man silang field later on magpunta. The discipline na na implant na sa kanila doon. Yun.
Yeah. One question though, what's next for YV people? Do you have future projects? And also for the ones who are watching, how can they support YVP?
Okay, so this year kasi is our third year of Sing as One Festival and Lux Peyi Festival featuring the Young Voices of the World and Young Voices of the Philippines Festival Choir. So isasama ko na rin dyan na siguro to support us is to watch our performances. And also on June 2023, the YVP, or the Young Voices of the Philippines, will embark on its first North American concert tour and is scheduled to perform the world premiere of, may world premiere siya na Misa Virtutum ang title, no, by Jude Roldan, at the historic Stern Auditorium at Carnegie Hall in New York City. So together with the New England Symphonic Ensemble and Shenandoah Valley Children's Choir and other choirs who will join us. So yun yung ano namin, future projects, and also the wait wait and our launching concert for this book. So si Jude ay maglalabas ng libro.
It's a collection of Filipino folk songs arranged for treble voices. At the same time, yung book na ito, meron itong mga pedagogical guide for the conductors, even for composers or gustong mag-arrange, no? May guide, parang a sort of guide, no? Simple guide for them, no? Para mas marami ang lumawak yung aming advocacy for the children's choirs. Tinanong nyo ito kung paano ninyo susuportahan yung Young Voices of the Philippines. Kailangan na kailangan namin yan because gusto naming lahat ng mga bata makasama dito sa first concert tour namin, no, outside the Philippines. And this will be historic pag nagkataon, kaya sana makakuha kami ng support, no? Kasi first Filipino Children's Choir na magpa-perform sa Carnegie Hall, no? Main theater ng Carnegie Hall, very famous and historic hall yan. So I hope matuloy talaga, no, with the support
Representing the Philippines.
So we have this website, no? Meron kaming website, Young Voices, youngvoicesphilippines.com. Okay, so youngvoicesphilippines.com, meron doon ways to support the choir. When we say support, nandoon na, meron doon, magkiklik lang kayo. Tapos also, you can email us to youngvoices.ph@gmail.com. Yun. Meron ko pa?
Okay na.
Ayun.
Thank you.
Ayan. So there are many ways on how we can help. You can also visit yung Young Voices of the Philippines Facebook page and send a PM if you'd like to get more information about the Young Voices of the Philippines. Ayan. And of course, yung kanina yung pinlay natin na lyric video nila, yung Prayer for Spiritual Communion. And I'd like to thank si Kuya Jude saka si Ate Tikia kasi they're collaborating with us to come up with I don't remember, parang jescom has produced an album sung by children but wala pang mass setting. So this will be the first mass setting sung by kids. We're publishing it. Ang title niya ay Mass for Life. Tama po ba? Mass for Life.
It's Mass of Life, no?
Mass of Life, ayan.
Yeah.
Mass of Life.
Yun. So it's Mass for treble voices, for two-part choir and piano and other instruments, no? So yun.
Yun, abangan nyo rin
Abangan
po.
nyo na lang. Maraming salamat sa Jescom for helping us, no, with our music, for being able to share the music, no, lalo na yung mga kanta at boses ng mga bata. Maraming salamat sa pagkakataon.
Jesuit Music Ministry, Father Nonon, Alfonso of the Society of Jesus, Sir Les, maraming salamat po.
Ayan po, yun, kaabang-abang ang bagong mass setting sung by kids. Ayan, abangan po ninyo yan in the coming months. Adam, Judith, any more questions for our friends? Ay, tanong natin, ano yung message nila for those who would like to be part of children's choir? Or dun sa mga, siguro, pwede rin sa mga magulang, siguro, would like to, siguro ako, kasi kung magulang ako, I'd like my child to be musically inclined, 'di ba? Ano po yung message ninyo para sa mga bata at sa mga magulang? And we'd also like to ask the kids for their message to their fellow kids and probably parents as well.
Go ahead, Martina, ikaw na.
Okay. So, if you decide to join the choir, I hope you do. Because you're gonna learn way more than just music theory and music stuff. You're gonna learn how to hone your public speaking skills and your leadership skills. And we here at This and Kuyas will help you. And eventually, you'll grow to be very holistically developed. That's it.
All right, maybe Sophia would you like to say something?
Yes, Sophia.
For our audience na si Sofia ay panganay namin, no? Kaya siya yung taga-edit ng ng videos
Napag-uutusan.
namin.
Ayan.
Oo. Ayun.
Maasahan namin, maasahan
pagdating
namin.
sa
Oo.
ganyan. So may special role siya, no? As part of the Young Voices of the Philippines. Siya yung taga-edit namin. Yun. Sige, Sofia. Mag-invite ka to join the choir.
So when you join the choir, you won't just learn new songs and learn how to enhance your musicianship skills. You will also learn how to make friends with other people, and you can also meet other people from different choirs around the world.
Thank you, Sophia. Si ano naman tayo? Can we hear from Mika?
So yeah, you get to meet new people and learn new things. And also probably in the future, we'll get to travel. So if you join, you're gonna get numerous opportunities to go different places. So yeah.
Thank you, Mika. Can we hear din po from Ma'am Tikia and Sir Jude? Ano pong message niyo sa mga maybe future members ng YVP if interested sila and sa parents po nila?
Yun, we'd like to invite, for those who are listening to us right now, we would like to invite your children to join YVP, the Young Voices of the Philippines. Gaya ng nasabi ng mga bata, hindi lang ang pagko-choir ay hindi lang tungkol sa kantahan, tungkol sa musika. Dito rin nahuhubog yung mga bata dahil sa natuturuan sila ng disiplina, pagiging committed, and pagiging their dedication to the craft, no, na tinuturo sa kanila. So dito rin at their young age, they would be able to serve, no, not just the church but also the nation, the community, through our music, with our mga sa kanilang performances, mas marami kaming may inspire. Yun.
Actually, hindi lang sa maging member ng Young Voices of the Philippines. Kasi kung taga ibang lugar sila at medyo malayo sa atin, medyo mahirapan sila. But we encourage the children to join choir. Mag-choir po kayo kasi it's so nice to hear, no, from the kids that they learned not only the music but discipline, commitment, service. Ang gandang pakinggan coming from them, ano po. And also, we always say, grab the opportunity. May opportunity, grab it. Embrace the challenges kasi madami po talagang challenges, ano, ang pagiging member ng choir, no? Like the rehearsal, you have to attend regular rehearsals. You have to memorize the song. You have to practice and be good when you are performing. So ang dami pong challenges, no? And sometimes kahit yung pagkain mo ng ice cream, no? Medyo limited, no?
Yung
Lalo na
disiplina.
bago mag-practice, no?
Ayun.
Gusto mo kumain ng ice cream kaso may practice
Nuts.
ako
Yung
eh.
nuts.
So yung mga ganon. So you'll be able to control and learn discipline nga, okay? And also trust in the Lord. Yun ang importante, no?
Through the choir din,
Mhm.
napapalapit namin sa
Yes.
Panginoon yung mga nag-serve, no? Sa, especially sa misa.
And we also help others to pray through our music.
Yun
No?
ang isa sa pinakamahalaga siguro,
Yes.
no, na while we lead the community during the mass, no, mas marami kami sanang natatouch to lead them to prayer, to bring them closer to God through our music.
Yes.
Ayun.
Yan, maraming salamat po, Sir Jude and Ma'am Tikia, and also sa ating mga members ng YVP, si Martina, Sofia, and Nika. So sa lahat po ng mga, siguro sa mga kararating pa lang, mga nakausap po natin ngayon, ay galing po sa Young Voices of the Philippines. If you want to know more about them po and you want to support them, you may visit www.youngvoicesphilippines.com, or you can also search them through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Do we have any announcements, Sir Les?
We're releasing the videos coming from our Thy Love and Thy Grace concert of Himi Jesuita. It's being released every Monday sa Jescom Music channel. And then watch out for, we're also releasing those songs on digital music platforms beginning July 8th. So we're releasing a single every Friday, and then the full album will be available on Spotify on July 29 and on all digital music platforms on July 31, Feast of St. Ignatius of Loyola. And watch out for some of our projects for the coming Ignatian month, ito pong July. And please don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. At maraming salamat po sa nagpa-follow ng TikTok account ng JMM. We have 60,000 followers already and 1.1 million likes. So maraming salamat po sa inyo for supporting our ministry on the digital space. Judith?
Yes. So thank you po sa aming mga followers. And also, if you're already watching us here in Facebook, you can also scroll po na doon din yung information for YVP po. Yan. And for our closing song, I would like to ask Ate Jude and Kuya Jude and Ate Tikia to tell us about our closing song for tonight.
Ayun, ang closing song natin is Sing as One. So, during the pandemic, we invited choirs from all over the world to join us. No? So, Young Voices of the Philippines led choirs from ilang countries, and 37 choirs.
37 choirs from 17 countries.
To join us in this call for our choral art. So please enjoy our music.
Thank you.
All right. Good night po sa inyong lahat. And again, we'd like to thank our guests from the Young Voices of the Philippines, our guest co-host and producers, si Chris, si Adam. Sorry, wala pala si Chris, si Adam, si Jude, si Chris, ang ating producer, and also Princess, and si James, ang ating tech. And on behalf of my co-host, si Justin Pontino at aking katuwang sa Jesuit Music Ministry, ako po si Lester Mendiola, and we'll see you again next week here on JMM Radio. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Liebe Freunde der Chormusik, die Pandemie trifft uns Chöre besonders stark, gerade weil es beim Chorsingen ja darum geht, miteinander Kontakt zu behalten.
We have opportunity to extend blessings and to make a positive difference through our music during this unprecedented time in history.
Find a way. Use technology to bring out a message of hope and inspiration.
Let us encourage and pray for one another to never lose hope in the future of our art and profession.
We will be more grateful for one another and more connected than ever.
We wish you to keep safe and take care of those whom you love.
Kodályjal szólok hozzátok. Nem sokat ér, ha magunknak dalolunk. Jobb, ha ketten összedalolnak. Aztán minden többen, 100-an, 1000-en, amikor megszólal a nagy harmónia.
We believe in the power of music and of choral singing.
We need to keep doing what we love doing, and that is sing.
It's time to unite our voices and to feel again the joy of singing together.
We know your spirits will be lifted as you hear these gorgeous young voices from across the globe
sing as one.
Let us all sing as one.
Every voice has a different soul. Every song has a different goal. Every race has a different tale, and every nation has a different way. Differences color humanity, so let us unite in diversity. For love serves one justice on earth to see. If you hear us, please sing along. Open your hearts to the world. Let's sing together as one. Let's make the world hear us. Harmonize in adversity. Differences color humanity. Let us unite in diversity. For love serves one justice on earth to see. If you hear us, please sing along. Let's make the world hear us. Harmonize in Let's make the world hear us. Sing a song.
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo-Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-Katipunan. The voice of the Blue